What's going on, guys? It's Lucas today, and nothing in the story is real. It's a fictional story. So yeah, don't think I'm being serious, and have a good time. Yo, what's up? My name is Lucas, and I'm 15. I'm your average teenager, just living in the hood, doing my deed. I live in the hood with a whole bunch of gangbangers. What gang, you ask? Blood. We get drive-bys here almost every single week. They usually just shoot up my house. Planning on moving out, but I don't have a job. Uh, Usually I just go. Again, I don't have money to pay for my own food, so sometimes I'd have to go to the gas station and I have to steal. So that's the usual thing I always did. Now, I've still stole from that store for about a year, until one time he noticed me, and then he noticed me again, and again, until one time he was fed up. He called the cops on me. I was arrested for about a week. So, what did I do? I waited there for a week. So when I got out, I went back to that store, and they threw me right back out. So I didn't know what to do. I had no money. I didn't have a job. I was just stuck. So the average thing I had to do? Just sell drugs. No, I never did drugs, but I had a lot of them. So the average thing I did is sell drugs. It went around for about a year. I was making some good money, buying stuff from other companies, other grocery stores, and I was doing good. Until one day I did a drug deal and the guy pulled out a gun on me. I always carried a gun on me. So, pulled out my gun as soon as I seen him pull out his gun, but I was a little bit quicker to pull the trigger. So, he shot me in my arm, and I shot him right in his face. I killed him. It was my first time ever killing someone. Of course, the Blood Gang heard it, and they thought the Crip Gang was in their neighborhood, so they ran over to me and saw what I did. Then, they wanted me to join their gang. I don't know why. The guy was just bleeding on the floor and they did not care. So I told them I'll think about it. So a few weeks later, I decided to not fully join the gang, but see what the gang's about. So after a few years of learning, I'm 20 years old and I'm in their gang. And now I'm gang banging, selling dope, doing drugs. Well, selling drugs, not doing drugs. And it all went well. Another drive-by after another, getting shot one time after another. But then, some real dude came out. Some real homie. He had just joined the Blood Gang. Now, he was really MVP. He was really cool, really nice guy. But the thing is, he sold a lot of drugs. And he got in the same exact situation that I did, but only he couldn't pull the trigger. He pulled the trigger on his leg, so the guy started bleeding that pulled the trigger on him. He got to the floor and my friend just couldn't take the shot. So, he shot himself in the leg. Nobody knows why he did it. He just wanted to feel it, see what it felt like. Until he bled out to death and died. So, the ambulance came. A few weeks later, everybody else on the block was normal. Until my neighbor got arrested and his car was left alone. So I went in it, hot wired it, got in it, and I went to the gas station. Now, like I said, I always carry a gun on me, so I robbed the gas station. Once I was done robbing the gas station, the cops were called. So I was on a high-speed chase with the cops. Made a few turns, got in a few roadblocks and passed them. But there was one simple rule. There was one thing that I didn't tell you guys yet. I stole a few bottles of whiskey from the gas station when I robbed it. And I was drinking it in the car because I was really messed up that day. So I got the whiskey, drunk it in my car, and ran from the cops. Now you can just imagine what went wrong here. I crashed and broke my leg, fractured my arm, and broke my skull. I was paralyzed. Again, I was in the hospital, but when I was unparalyzed, I was definitely going to jail or prison. So, I can't remember how long it was been, but I was around a few years old, and I was in prison. Prison was really bad. You see people getting shanked left and right. You see guards beating down prisoners for no reason. And so, it was the usual. I finally got out of prison, went back to my old hood, and realized that nobody lived there anymore. No Bloods, no Crips, nothing. The place was getting torn down. I remember the old days I had. I was perfectly fine, out of the hospital, out of prison. So, I had my money up, robbing gas stations, selling dope. I still had the dope. So, I went back to my house, found out that all my money was just laying there on the table. $15 million. So what did I do? I went in the hills and I bought me a house. Bought me a computer, bought me a phone, and I'm sitting here writing the story. And whoever you are watching this, don't ever, ever take your life at risk and join a gang. Because it will end up just like this.